Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I have some new documents I want to share with everyone regarding the Bryan Kohberger case. I was able to obtain lots of new documents via a public records request. And this document I'm going to show you in this segment is very interesting. Ann Taylor and two other attorneys went to Bryan Kohberger's home to retrieve his property. I'm going to show you this document and then we will further discuss. Check it out.
Okay, report I was able to obtain via a public records request. Washington State University Police Department case number 22-W4386 supplemental narrative. On 1/19/2023 at approximately 15:15 hours, I was asked to meet with Bryan Kohberger's defense team, which consisted of Ann Taylor, Michael P. McCarthy, and Jennifer Jenquin, for assistance gaining access to Bryan Kohberger's residence. Upon contact with Taylor, she showed me a signed letter from Bryan Kohberger granting Taylor's defense team access to his apartment to gather some of his belongings, but didn't let me keep the paperwork. Taylor stated they would email me a copy of the paperwork for my records. I opened the door and granted 3 of them access to his apartment. They removed a flat screen TV, a computer monitor, a small box of miscellaneous papers and receipts. I wonder what was on those papers. A laundry basket with full of books and a medium-sized box that I couldn't see the contents. They were at the apartment for approximately 10 minutes and advised I could lock the door after they left. I secured Kohberger's apartment by locking the deadbolt. Before leaving, I provided Taylor with my business card and asked that she send the paperwork they showed me for access to Kohberger's apartment. Taylor told me she would. As of this date, I haven't received any emails from Taylor or her team. I wonder if she eventually sent it to her. Nothing further. I certify and declare under the penalty of perjury and the laws of the state of Washington that the foregoing is true and correct. Looks like it wasn't signed yet, but it was by Officer K. Stewart, number 326, January 24th, 2023. I wonder if Ann Taylor, again, sent her a copy of the receipt and what was in these contents. Why did Ann Taylor want these items specifically? Let me know what you think.
So, according to a supplemental report filed by Washington State University Police K. Stewart, Ann Taylor, along with another gentleman named McCarthy and Jennifer Jenquin, went to Bryan Kohberger's home on January 19th, 2023. They had a letter signed by Bryan Kohberger to get his property. And an officer that was out there, securing the home and watching over the home, let them in Bryan Kohberger's apartment, and they retrieved items belonging to Bryan. You saw like a flat screen TV, computer monitor, receipts, lots of things they retrieved from him. The question is, does Ann Taylor have power of attorney over Bryan Kohberger? That makes me wonder. Showing the officer a letter and they letting them in. Who's Jennifer Jenquin? And who is Michael McCarthy? I'm thinking Jennifer Jenquin could be this woman right here. Remember Ann Taylor going to the Moscow home and some people with her. The woman taking the video of Ann Taylor, I think that might be Jennifer Jenquin. Not sure, possibly. What do you think? And what do you think about them going to Bryan Kohberger to retrieve his property? Why would they need that property? Why did they have a list of what specifically they wanted to get that Bryan told them to get? And before, police released those items to Bryan's defense team, don't you think police would have possibly looked at it again before you're releasing maybe some incriminating evidence? Maybe Ann Taylor took incriminating evidence out of that apartment. But sometimes, after a crime scene, the authorities release the crime scene, and family members or the person that's home, they had a warrant, can go back and get whatever. So, but there seems like an officer there at the time, and this is the 19th. This is, 19 days, 20 days after 21 days, 3 weeks. 3 weeks after Bryan Kohberger got arrested. About 2 weeks after Ann Taylor was appointed to represent him. But you've seen 2 new names, so it seems like those people are Ann Taylor's defense people that work around her. What do you think about all this? Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. I am going through these documents and sharing what the documents that I was able to obtain, I'm going to share with all of you. But I thought that was interesting. So stay tuned for the next segment. We'll talk soon. Everyone be safe. God bless.